What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Nick and Nats. Nick and Nats, Patty Whack. This week, we've got our favorite friend here, one of our favorite friends, Mr. Max Moore. Yeah, and real quick, because we've been on Max's pod before and had the time of our life. Max, you want to plug your pod for him? Let him know.
Yeah, it's going to be called Maxi Baby's Big Life. It's a podcast about living, laughing, and loving.
Is that real?
Yeah, you changed the name.
You changed the okay. I thought you were dropping a fake podcast so we could our three fans couldn't find you.
It used to be Max Talks to Women, which made me laugh because he had me and Nick on it. And Max was like,
Yeah, well,
we're going to do it.
Women.
Yeah.
Couldn't find any anymore.
So instead, he got married guys.
Yeah.
Which we're kind of halfway there in a way.
Wife guys.
In a way, wife guys.
Wife guys is honestly ideal. I feel like you guys have a lot of wife guys on. You're a big wife guy pod.
It is kind of, we've, of our limited guests, we've had some, like Omri was on one and he's a wife guy. He's our wife guy trifecta here. I don't know, me and Nick married ladies that are, I feel like a little bit smarter than us in a way. Mm-hmm. I can at least speak for myself, and Omri kind of feels the same way. So when we're all three together,
we could be like Omri married a dumb lady.
Well, Omri, I think he didn't say. I don't want to speak too much on Omri, but basically, like his wife's family has some people on that side that work in like fine dining in Europe, and so Omri hit us with the fun fact of like, yeah, I can never surprise my wife by cooking food at home. Because it will be compared, and I'm like, oh man, I do have it lucky. Like it's
you can find ways around that. Like, you know what I mean? Get some nice takeout, lay it out.
There you go. All right,
dude, come on, you guys know.
Max is a sweet Max. You got someone in your life, right? You know?
Yeah, I'm holding on by a thread
Hey,
at all times, dude.
That's what we like to see.
Yeah, I figured it out though. The secret is eating it from the back.
There you go. Come on, dude, get the nose in there.
Come on, you know.
Come on. We know, dude. We know. We get it. We talk about it.
I just look like this. The moment I have any alcohol in me, I just become the reddish. Like I got that English one beer. I become a tomato genetics.
Yeah. The gin blossoms. Especially this time of year, you have to, for fat guys, you have to answer to all your winter sins.
Oh God!
The second it gets hot, you go outside and you start to you'll sweat in parts of your body where you're like, that was the 7 beers I drank 2 Saturdays ago when I shouldn't have drank those.
Yeah, you start having like under boob sweat.
Ooh.
The only reason I did not go to A&M College Station is when I took the tour. It was 95 degrees, and I sweat through every piece of clothing on me.
Good God.
I was dripping.
You can't be cool in that scenario.
I was just dripping, and no one else was. And I was like, yeah, I don't need to be here.
It's all right. Max, what's your experience with, have you been, well, first, okay, so I'm from South Carolina, Nick's from Texas. So we had this weird, we're not the same part of the South, but there's a little bit of a South to it.
Only Southern pod?
Omri's not white.
Every time I talk to you, I was like,
actually, we have not had a white guest yet, actually.
Honestly, no.
Yeah.
We had African American, Israeli, and then Otis.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that, dude. You guys are cutting edge.
We really actually need to have ladies on to diversify. Ladies, we do love you. We're getting around to it. We've got there's great female comedians. We love them. We're having them on.
I will say this, that like as a man, I had a podcast called Max Talks to Women. One of the things I learned really quickly is that I don't understand the politics of women.
Oh no, we're not.
I'm not
mentally.
Enough,
no, we're not.
It's a game. It's like it's such a better game. Like men are like, I don't like you, and it's like that's kind of the whole thing. I think.
Honestly, you're not wrong. It is kind of funny because I don't feel like I don't get a little too deep for my own thing here, but I remember I was with my wife and something came on the TV. We were talking about something stupid. Or okay, well, let me say this. So remember when the CEO and the lady that was like head of HR of that company were at the Coldplay concert?
Yes, the Coldplay people.
Yeah. Okay, so there was a girl that's a girlfriend of a friend of mine, and we were all hanging out, and she was. So that the woman who got busted in that, I don't know her name. She went on Oprah to tell her side of the story. And I was sitting there like, why does she get Oprah? Like, why does Oprah come out of retirement for this? But anyway, that's a whole other point aside. But this girl was defending her, and she was just like, you don't understand. Like, her and her husband were kind of already separated. Like, it wasn't a big deal. And I was like, yeah, but the fact, anyway, I was telling my wife this story to try and be like, why is this person arguing for this girl? And my wife was just like, well, it's kind of like backing her up. And then eventually got to a point where I was like, can you not do the sisterhood support anymore? Like, can you and because it's like, it is. And I say that to say it is a great thing because as guys, we're dumb. We don't understand women's
dumb.
criticism towards each other in ways that we can't fathom. So
Yeah.
at first you're kind of like, dude, why does every girl have to defend every girl? And then you talk to, like, my wife will sit there and be like, no, you got to understand that, like, there's times where every girl wants every girl to fail in a certain way that you can't escape it. I'm like, oh, we don't do that. Like, we're dudes. We just, if you got a striped shirt and I got a striped shirt, I'm like, yo, what's up? I'll dap you up. We're best friends forever. That's it. But it was a moment where I was like, oh, I am too dumb to understand this.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, look at that.
Like Sir Arthur Conan Doyle wrote the smartest detective in the world, Sherlock Holmes, and his great enemy Moriarty. That's just regular frenemies with girls. They're doing insane mind stuff that we don't understand. You know,
God,
like,
dude.
I set you up.
Could you imagine if, like, one of your friends just stopped talking to you one day and was like, we're done?
Yo, that would be so crazy.
And then
That's
then internally you're like, I know it was the party from 4 weeks ago.
Yeah, and it's like something, but it's like, I feel like that's like a human brain thing that, like, guys don't go through as much, where it's like the extreme mental criticism. So it's
I'm trying to bring some of that into, like, my masculine relationships, though.
dude,
You know,
honestly,
wouldn't that be fun? Just,
keep it on our toes, dude. Let's
like,
go, man.
Just like
text-
disappear for 6 years.
I'm gonna text you randomly, Max. Just be like, do you hate me?
Yeah. That's the kind of.
You can be honest. You can be honest, Max.
Yeah, you can be. You can let me know.
As a worm.
Yeah. Shout out dudes too, dude. My wife showed me a meme on the way to work this morning before I left where it was so I think I talked to Nick about this. At a certain point when you get married, you start dating a girl. I thought I was going to do this. I asked a couple married dudes. You just don't remember your weekend plans. I don't know what it is about weekends, but you'll sit there and your girlfriend or your wife will be like, okay, well, we have plans to do this weekend. And you're like, dude, like, I've never not remembered anything as bad as that right now. And it's completely out of in every And so my wife has shown me these memes of, like, the incompetent husband. I was like, dudes rule. We do what we want. Let's go. I put my 2 dogs and walked out to work.
About that. Like, you can't remember anything anymore.
No. It's sad because you kind of just start relying on the smarter person. And then one day they're like, I'm not your secretary. And you're like,
yeah, but I don't know how to do anything.
I did kind of make you my secretary because you're better at it. And then you have to, like, rethink like your position.
Classic.
What's my doctor's name again?
Honestly, yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying.
Like, how many projects do you have going on right now that you said you'd complete? You know what I mean? Like house projects.
Oh, buddy,
that's where we're flipped. Me and Grace.
That makes sense.
I live amongst the skeletons of every project that is started that will be
sounds like
done.
you got ADHD going on.
I was
We
going to say,
do.
you got the good, you're one of the good ones. I'm a stereotype. That fucking college degree right there has been said it's going to be hung by me since August.
At what
feel-
point do you
I
just
feel
give
that.
up and burn it? Do you know what I mean? Just
I don't see-
Take it out back.
You know, when you look at a college degree and you don't really think that what you got a job for, your degree applies to, and
Yeah, what are
it
you
just
doing,
it feels.
driving Uber?
I mean, honestly, I was driving Uber for like 2.5 years. Let's go, come on, dude, rise up. It's a grind, dude. Then eventually I got a job. I'm doing collections now, which I guess is kind of finance. But then you look at a college degree and you're like, dude, this is the most like whoop-de fucking do. You did 4 years and paid us $120,000. Now you get a better job than people you work with.
Also,
and I'm
isn't
like,
a
man, that
degree
really
in
like.
finance, like a degree in everything. Like, isn't everything finance?
See, it's funny you say that because there's like big degrees that matter, and then you start looking at the finance degree, and I'm like, did y'all just like make that one up a little bit? Like, you could have just given me like a business accounting degree or something. And you're like, no, we want to teach you the stock market.
Well, if they were honest at it, if you're not like in a top 10 finance school, it's just kind of like you got a degree in selling car insurance, baby. It's gonna happen.
Life insurance. So, but yeah. Anyway, when you look at a college degree and you don't have a job at it, you're like, boy, look at that, $120,000 down the drain. $120,000. My apologies.
Yeah, I've been getting so many letters like lately about paying my loans. I feel like I just have been like, you know what? If I don't do it, I won't have to do it. Is that right?
So I've always wondered.
I like their optimism that it's like he's not getting the emails.
Send him a letter.
that's my
Like
job.
you send a letter back that's like, I'm so sorry.
I forgot about this.
I've lived a hermitage lifestyle.
That's right.
Honestly, it's funny because that's my life. I work in collections and like I'll email.
You're the one sending me emails.
Yeah, except it's for like paying a monthly fee on a contract you signed for things like office equipment. But anyway, it'll be a thing where I'll call someone and he'll be like, "Hey, we just had a bad month. You know, we'll look into it the next day or two, and I'll make a note on their account. And then like 2 or 3 days, I'll look at it and call him again. And I'm like, I'm a fucking idiot. He was not, but no, he has money. He's just not paying me. And so it's like always that gullibility of like, I don't have money. And then eventually you have to be like, yeah, I'm going to be a dick now. And then on the flip side, when it's like a college predatory loan that was given to people, then those people have to wake up every day. I'm calling people about printers. If I had to call someone that had no job and was like, you owe me like $80,000 for a college degree you're probably not using, pay me, I'd feel like an asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah, but printers is fine.
Yeah, printers doesn't give.
Dude,
Dude,
you buy
burn the
a
printer.
printer?
Dude,
fuck you.
if someone literally blew up one of our printers and called me and was like, I'm not paying you because I blew the fucking printer up, I'd say, first off, that's pretty cool. I got to be honest, dude.
Yeah.
Secondly, I can't be cool with that. So I'm going to talk to someone who's going to call you.
This phone
But I
is
like it.
monitored.
Exactly.
That wasn't amazing and awesome, and you should totally not post it somewhere I
Yeah.
can find it.
No, of course not. Well, okay. I feel like I'm ranting. So one thing that I did learn about student loans that probably isn't true is that one of the few loans that like, there's a term for it, but it can be passed on to family after you die.
Opposite.
Is the
They cannot do that.
Oh, they can't.
Oh.
They cannot
So,
do
okay,
that.
so if I fake my own death, no one has to pay him.
There you go.
Dude, that's sick.
Max
Correct.
didn't go to college. That's what that says. Suck it. So
Went to college for art, not for student loan payments.
Yeah, no, I have no idea what I'm doing. I literally, like, it's like you're saying you don't know how to do anything. I don't know how to do anything. I can barely make a doctor's appointment. Like you said, that's the hardest thing in the world.
it really is. No one tells you that once you hit 24, 25, your parents are going to stop doing that for you, and you need to start figuring shit out.
Yeah, like when was the last time you had a physical? Went in and had someone touch your balls? Are they still doing that? Or is that just my doctor?
That might just be your doctor. I don't think that's happened
I
for
was like-
a long time with me. Maybe,
Yeah, it's
maybe I'm
been
gonna
a
find out
while.
something scary. Like, but
I was like, man, it has been a while since I've had my balls grabbed by a doc. When was that? No, but yeah,
That
full
does
physical.
feel
I don't
like
know.
a major part of the '90s, though. Everyone was grabbing your balls.
Yeah, like please cough kind of
Yeah.
vibe. Yeah, exactly. There was a ball fondling epidemic amongst doctors in the 90s. Yeah. What if they did a study all these? It's like Cars for Kids, but instead it's like, yeah, actually you weren't getting checked for problems. They were just fondling your
That's
balls.
what I'm saying. It feels like the next step. I'm terrified.
Yeah, god damn, that's a real nightmare dystopia. Is you get a call from someone, they're like, hey, you were actually molested 5 times. We're sorry. You have to be like, wait
It's
a
my
minute.
favorite podcast topic.
we're gonna find out it's like a CIA op to find out how many people have more than 2 testicles. Like,
Do you think like
exactly.
you're
Yeah.
better if you have more testicles?
Yeah,
Like, the
it-
more you have, the better you are.
MK
Yeah.
Ultra was trying to find super testosterone men.
Yeah, like this guy has 4 balls. He's the next John Wick. You know?
He's unstoppable.
Look at
Yeah.
the set of balls on his set of balls.
Whoa, that's crazy. It's like 2 balls and then there's like little ones under it. That's not what I was picturing. I was picturing just 4 in a row.
No, it's
4
like
equal size balls.
Yeah, that would be tough. How you fit them all in the sack? That's a big sack.
Now the worst part is they're gonna rotate, and you're gonna have
Oh yeah.
what is it? What's that fun word?
testicular torsion.
Torsion.
I feel like that's something that happened to you. I don't mean to throw that on.
No, I did. No, I did know someone.
Everyone does,
And
right?
it-
Yeah,
and
I knew
this-
one.
This
Yeah.
is someone that is married into my family. First time I meet him.
He told you.
No, he didn't just tell me. Like after 2 hours after meeting him, he just got it. Like started throwing up, and they took him to the hospital. And I was like, "That's nuts." And then, hey,
Pun intended.
Hell yeah.
And then they're, and then like a year later, they're like, "Remember the guy who got his balls twisted? I'm marrying him." So,
Oh, he's got great balls.
shout out Jess! It's your birthday, and your
Shout
husband
out
twisted his balls.
Jess. Shout out your husband's
Do they have
balls.
kids now? Or did
They
it-
do.
So
They have-
his balls untwisted.
Balls be damned.
They did.
Those are good balls. He probably had 3 or 4.
That's a good point.
Big guy.
Yeah, that must have been what happened. You know, he just,
He
he's never brought it up again.
But thank God he had 2 more.
You ever see a tiny dog with huge balls? You know what I'm talking about?
Actually,
Yes.
yeah. It's always like chihuahuas.
Yeah, and you're like, how are your balls so big?
You're like, orderly.
I feel like I'd just be standing on my back legs all the time if I were them. Just like,
Let me just sit on my balls real
Just-
quick.
Like using it as like a chair?
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, that is a good idea.
Like the South Park episode? All right, there you go. Just
we go.
bouncing around on them. We had a cat that had huge balls and he kicked his back legs out when he would walk. And I was like, you don't have to do that, but you're doing it. I was like, you know what you're doing.
every species is proud of balls.
Yeah.
What species do you think has the biggest balls? I could talk about this. This is my favorite.
It's got to be some sort of primate.
Also, are we talking like proportional, or are we just talking about like
Oh,
those are
interesting.
balls? Like,
No, I'm talking just like, damn. Those things got heft.
You're like, look at that brain, dude.
it's gotta be elephants, right?
Like, do whales have balls or are them inside them bodies?
That's a good point. Because aren't they
I actually
mammals?
don't know. I mean, they
Yeah.
are, yeah.
Yeah, they're down there. They're the people of the ocean. That's actually something I say.
They're
There
just,
you go. What does that make the dolphins?
yeah.
Oh, whoa. The dolphins are
3/5.
Like, What did you say?
Oh
Nah.
no.
Nothing. I said 3/5.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, we're having fun here. We love
Yeah,
it.
hit a button.
Oh, they loved it. They loved it. Oh no.
Yes.
You could hit the buttons. If I just sat in silence and you hit the buttons, I'd be like having the best time.
Max, I'm going to let you in on something. I have zero idea how to work the soundboard, and I'm starting to slowly think Nick doesn't remember either.
Oh, you mean like
Hitting
how to
certain
get...
sounds.
He's tried to like riz himself up, like hitting a button, and then just gets booed by himself. And he's like, "Fuck."
Can I hit one?
Yeah, go for
Do
it.
it, dude. Go for
Okay,
it.
wait, but like, is there one I shouldn't hit? Does it make? Because it's like it's like a nuclear code.
We have one that says the hard R. No.
No, we don't.
Oh, I hope I get it.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Way to go, Max. Let's go.
I definitely thought he was gonna go for the rock one.
Shut up, bitch.
Shut up, bitch.
Dude, this is the best thing in the world.
It is. It's so
It's
much
awesome.
fun. I know. Well, that's actually designated to Franklin's responses to things I say.
That's true.
Whenever Franklin comes in, we choose to talk to him. He turns into an ass.
Yep.
Who's Franklin?
Oh, I'm sorry.
He's the dog with the haircut like mine.
Oh, Franklin. Come on, Franklin. Franklin is our house handsome boy who's right now snuggling with my wife, and my wife is doing her best to move him, but he's heavy as a cinder block, and he makes his own decisions. So
Yeah, you know what?
This is so unfair to him. This is like the one time he does not want to be on the pod.
Iggy.
He's like, I'm not into this.
Well, Iggy's just up there too. You wanna try? We're just derailing the pod. Franklin, come on, big man. Franklin found a lacrosse ball recently in the house, and he doesn't know how to pick it up. So, oh, there we go.
Oh, that's the move.
Franklin. All right. That's your lacrosse ball. All right, Frank, say hey to the. All right.
We've talked about this.
Come on. All right. Well, anyway, my boy's a little timid, and that's okay because I threw a lot at him. Maybe he'll find his way.
Bitch.
Oh, whoa. I
There
can't
we
believe
go.
you said that, dude. He
Franklin
came in
every
here-
time.
He came in here.
I wanted you to be on the pod, and
How
you
about
chose
you,
to say
Iggy?
that. That's Iggy's inner monologue at all times.
That actually it seems like accurate.
Hi, buddy. Iggy's our little snuggle bum, our frijole, as we call him, the little bean.
Mole.
Frijole.
Oh, I love dogs. Too. Do you have a dog?
Dogs are a lot
I
of
do. Bojack the dog.
Bojack the man. He doesn't want to
Is
be
it a
on
miniature
camera,
horse?
but he'll be on one day.
He will be on one day.
He'll be on one day on his terms.
Every time they see him, they're like, "That dog is way bigger than I thought." he's proportioned like a wiener dog, but he's like 45 pounds. So you just
Oh, I love a dog.
people
like
just
that.
see the pictures and then they'll see him in my lap and they're like, "You look like a hobbit holding a wiener dog." That's
Does he have
insane.
little tiny legs?
He does.
Is that like a fat belly?
Fat belly, huge head.
That's what I'm into.
Big presence. Yeah. One day we'll be lucky enough to get him on. He's pretty elusive as a guest. So Iggy's an attention horse, so
Well,
he's
he's
here.
just booked all the time.
He really is.
That's
man.
a good point, dude. That is a good point. Honestly, I run a open mic on Mondays, and it gets marginal attendance because it's a Monday mic. And I've honestly just been like, what if I just bring fucking Franklin and start advertising it? Like, how much would my dog with eyebrows bring in more people than me trying to be funny? Because I think it's going to be a lot.
That'd be pretty good. You say he's the co-host?
Yeah, co-host Franklin. I put earmuffs on him so the sound doesn't matter.
You're
Like,
both. You're
a
both
good
on the
idea.
poster, like back to back for the camera, real quick, Max. You don't like
Yeah.
back to back. Exactly.
If you're not increasing attendance with a dog, then like something's deeply wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's where I'm at. So, Frank, get ready. You got Monday plans from here on out.
But okay, in the beginning you were saying you guys are both Southern, and I feel like you were.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to bring it back. I'm curious about where you're going with that.
Well, I was bringing. Actually, that's a good point. We're a big ADHD podcast. Shout out.
Oh, thank God. I don't want to talk about anything in like a direct order.
Oh, that's perfect. I was gonna say shout out Nick's wife. She's very good at reminding us how ADHD we are because she listens to our pod, and boy, we are ADHD. So,
A silent producer.
yeah, we love you.
She's watching right now.
Yeah, right now. Actually, she's recording Nick's phone, so she's hearing right now. No, we love you. We love you. But so. In the context we were talking about, I guess I should have talked a little bit more. The heat down there is a different league than heat up
yeah.
here. I think Nick is a little bit worse off than me from where I'm from.
You mean Texas?
Yeah. I think Texas can get a different level, but like South Carolina, you know, like we'll be like right now in Philly, it's a hot couple days. It's like it's actually mid 90s with a real feel of 100.
Yeah.
Which is kind of reminiscent of back home a little bit for me, but the humidity's worse, and you don't really notice it until you're like outside sweating your ass off, and then you get into shade. And like in Philadelphia, the shade helps. So you'll get in shade and you'll be like, I feel a little bit better. Back down south, it does not help at all. It pretty like the dividing line between shade and no shade is passing out.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah, so you're pretty much like your life revolves around AC units for like 3 months out of the year, for me at least.
I think I'd just go like I'd just be wearing no shirt all the time. You know what I mean? Like one of those guys that have like a big truck,
Now see,
no shirt.
you are actively describing Florida.
Yeah.
There you go.
You get in the truck now.
get on in ya. Yeah, we got a step ladder.
For some reason, I imagine you talking to a dog. Like,
That is what I'm
exactly.
No one else is getting in my truck besides my
Dude.
dog.
Yeah, come on now.
Come on, Lester, it's too hot.
It's
What's
too
the,
damn
like,
hot.
What's the most like southern stereotypical dog? Like
Golden Retriever from where I'm from.
Golden Retriever's up there.
yeah.
For me, I will say I think I'm an exception in a weird way because Boykins are really big where I'm from, and Boykins are like they're like hunting dogs for ducks. I think yeah. So like when you shoot a duck, a dog's gonna go pick it up. So they're big on Pow! There you go. Hey,
You got it right.
Yep.
yeah, good shot too, dude. You got him. Yeah. No,
Dude,
but
that's
so
gotta be a beautiful relationship, a hunting dog and a man.
it is. It's very. It honestly.
Good today, boy.
It's
You
ex-
know?
I get so much jealousy seeing people that I know from back home hunt and they have a dog that's like that close to them, and I'm like, dude, I wish I could kill enough goose to or ducks to have a friend like that.
Yeah.
Like that's so much. But so like for me, it's like a what did I say? A Boykin, which looks a lot like a cocker. You know what I mean?
Cocker spaniel.
Yeah, like a cocker spaniel, but a little bit bigger and brown. And so usually there's always like a family with a Boykin where I'm from. Franklin, now you want to be in it?
Shut up, bitch.
Franklin.
Can I have one conversation with you without you being mean to me, dude? We have guests here.
Yeah, I feel like my dogs, it's like when I think about a hunting dog versus my dogs, they're like they can't do anything. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
dude.
The only thing my dog can do is find mud.
There you go. Hell yeah. I got
Does
two
he
cupcakes.
point? Does he point at the
Yeah,
mud?
dude, he can do that.
Franklin's also finding mud.
Franklin just got in front of all of us, looked us dead in the eye, and then rubbed his butt as if to tell us something. What is
Yeah.
that, man?
That'd
What are you
be
doing?
The button isn't enough for Franklin anymore. He needs you to know.
Yeah, he's
kiss
like,
my-
I spread my sand.
And then he leaves.
This room's mine now.
No, I'm with you, dude. My dogs are cupcakes.
Yeah.
I could easily defeat both dogs at one time with one hand. Bring them on, dude. If they put everything on the line and I had one hand, I'm winning.
Yo,
I
that's
still
kinda
love them, but
That's the most man thought I think I've ever heard.
no,
Like
here's
no woman's like, could I fight my dog?
no, of course not. We're men.
Shout out if you're a woman and you thought about fighting your dog.
Actually, here, if you're a lady and you fight your dog, I hope you're one of the ones that has a dog that's way heavier than you and you choose to bring to public parks. Because white ladies, I'm just gonna say it, dude. If that dog weighs like 110 pounds and you are not 100% confident, it's gonna kill another dog in a park and it will pick you up.
It's also definitely off leash.
100%.
But
It's
she's still somehow calling the cops on a black guy.
of course, because that's his fault. It's his problem.
This guy egged on my dog till it attacked him.
Yeah, fuck him.
He started walking away at a brisk pace.
Yeah.
How dare he?
How dare he? No, here's one of the most man thoughts ever, though, I was reminded of. My buddy asked me this a couple years ago in our group chat, and it had a lot of fun responses. So I'll ask this question to both of you. What, if you had to defend yourself, life or death, versus an animal in the wild, where do you think the line is drawn? So, like, for me,
Okay.
if it were like...
Oh,
you would
like
take-
what I can kill. I
What-
thought you meant like my ethics for fighting the animal at first.
no, my ethics are cow. Between cow and horse, I'll take a cow out, but if I have to kill a horse, I'm gonna feel bad about it. But no, I mean like for me, I've done some thinking on this, and I've decided the most intensity I could take from animals would be 2 really pissed off beavers.
That's actually
See,
pretty fair.
because 1 pissed off beaver, you're done. You're a beaver. You got a fat tail. I'll pick you up and throw you 50 miles. 2, if I'm going for 1 and you bite me in the
One's
calf.
latched.
Exactly. I get bit in the calf by 1, I lose a leg. So that's it. I'm taking 1. You know what I mean? But that's one where you got to think. Because a buddy of mine who does boxing, so he's got more confidence than he should, thinks that he can kill a cheetah in an enclosed space if it were to attack him. And I'm
No
like, a
way,
cheetah?
dude.
And he was like, think about it. They're not big. They're fast. And he actually...
That's the problem. We are thinking about it, dude.
we
Like,
are, and you're fucked. But he gave me a long enough explanation where I was like, honestly, there's a possibility, but no. But it'd make me think, like, as a man, it's like somewhere in your head you've thought about it a little bit.
There's no way that I could be any animal. Okay, because one time I was in my kitchen and I saw a mouse, dude. Like a mouse ran across the counter, and I snagged that motherfucker. Pow! And I was holding it in my hand, and I was like, now what? You know what I mean? And it just latched onto my finger, and I was just like, ah! So you know what I mean? Like that's that same energy. Like when it's an animal, they don't know about. I don't know. Like
he picked you up like Tom and Jerry, and just like
yeah. That's a good point. I have never actually killed an animal, so I haven't crossed that line in the world, but I probably would pussy out immediately. It would probably be like, I don't want you to die. And then it would bite me. And
Dude,
anyway.
Getting bit by a beaver would be crazy. Those dog teeth, dude, just going through your calf.
Dude, like, don't fuck with my dam. Yeah.
That's gnarly, yeah.
Yeah, building a dam with your bones.
Dude, it is funny that they just only care about building a dam. They're like, I'm here, give it to... Like, people that take beaver, like rescue places that'll have beavers like domesticated.
Yeah, they need to have running water to stop.
Yeah, they need running water, and they'll give them a bunch of toys, and they frequently just take all the toys and block a doorway. Like I've seen a lot of videos where beavers will just pile their toys up in a doorway and be like, I did it. I did my thing,
like,
dude.
These are like pet beavers?
I don't know. What do you call the beavers that have to go to a rescue place, but eventually someone who knows more about beavers goes, you can't go in the wild, so you're now my dog. And then they're basically a pet.
So not
that's my feed on Instagram.
Domesticated. They're tamed, I guess. Is that what it is?
Yeah, like they weren't.
Yeah,
they couldn't be rehabbed enough to go into the wild. So someone who has a house who works at these places is like, fuck it. And that they don't kill their pets. So they're like, you're one of the pets now.
I wish they would just do that at the end of like my last like college class. They would just assess and be like, this guy can't fucking go out in the wild.
Some nice lady comes in and she's like, you're going to come live with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll make you dinner.
I'm living in a dorm room with a bunch of other burnout adults.
That actually sounds sick.
Yeah.
There's a communal bong you guys all pass around.
I was about to
Did you
say.
guys clean your bong today? You know, you have very minimal responsibilities, but you still have some.
I'm still blocking the door with my toys.
And she's passively great.
It's bong hour.
Not bog hour. And she's just like, it's okay. And she just leaves some rubbing alcohol and salt by the door. She's like, just make sure you clean it. No, dude, a house full of burn. That's a fun idea.
What kind of animals do you think, like, where would you draw the line morally on what you would keep as a pet? Because for me, I've always wanted like a big cat, dude. Like if you could get like a panther. You ever see like
that would be
panthers as a pet?
Dude, one thing I've seen is someone who has a panther and a Rottweiler, and they're best friends.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking.
Does the Rottweiler know?
And they like
I don't
play
know.
together and stuff?
Yeah,
you
they
see
do.
the videos where they're playing in the snow.
I do. I like. It's fun because the panther.
good shit.
It is funny to see a giant cat do cat things and be like, "Oh my god, you're a giant cat!" Like it'll jump. Like there were like a video. There's a video that the puma or the panther. I get it mixed up, and it was like a bunch of trees in an area in the forest, and it just jumped from tree to tree, like off the wall of the tree. And I'm like, "You're a fucking cat!" Like, I forgot about that. Yeah.
If that video came out now, I would 100% be like, "That's AI."
Yeah, God, dude. When is it going to get to the point where we just collectively, you could show someone a video and be like, "Bullshit AI," and you go, "Probably," because I think we're there.
Yeah, I think so,
that's
too.
why I'm working on talking more like AI, so no one can like film me and get me in trouble.
You do your own loud voice.
No, yeah. So like, someone starts filming
was
me,
bad.
they're like, he said this. I'll just say something like, "You must back away," and then and everyone's gonna be like, "That doesn't make sense. People don't talk like that."
That's a good
I'll
method.
Just try doing weird things with my hands while I do that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just have to put your foot behind your head, like have
Yeah.
one foot coming out back here.
Yeah. You do like a
nice.
magician trick where you have like a little hand cover with like 3 fingers and you just switch it in and out. And they're like, "That's AI. Fake fingers. Fake fingers." Yes.
That's sick.
no.
I feel like if I could do any skill in the world, it would be magic. I'm sorry, that's what I thought.
Oh, dude, that's
I love
so-
magic.
It would be pretty cool.
You're anti-magic? That's fucked up. Bro.
Nick just pulls a Bible out from his back pocket.
You don't like when a man makes a quarter disappear? Or a woman?
Fuck, or a woman.
Have you ever seen
or
a
a person.
female magician?
Yes. Well,
Weren't we just saying women were
Actually-
smarter than us?
Well, Max, it's funny you say that. I saw a transitioned magician at a show recently who went from male to female. So
Let me get one of the passions.
I'll let you answer as to whether or not I have seen a female comedian or a female
Wait,
magician,
They transition from which way to which way?
male to female.
Oh yeah, then yeah.
There you go. So I've seen
good?
one, and her stuff was good, or their stuff was great. I never asked their pronouns, but
That's right. She.
she, they, them.
I'm rearranging these, but I ended up just taking them all out, and then I just look like I'm about to destroy 6 high noons.
I was gonna say ADHD moment here. What
Yeah.
like what the fucking when did variety packs with alcohol start? Because I feel like it started with the like high noons and stuff. Because never in my life was like was I like, all right, let me unload this 12 pack because I got to find the one that I want.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
You remember like the
I'm sure
early
beer's been
days
doing
of
it.
craft beer? Like you remember like Dogfish Head or like Fat Tire?
Yep.
Oh, I love Fat Tire.
Fat Tire's a
Those
good one.
mofos had variety packs.
Yeah, you got me there. I remember Sam Adams had a lot.
Yeah, Sam Adams. Yeah, they'd be like they'd have like the winter lager.
Yep. The
They
win-
got a stout in there.
You gotta come up in the best, and we don't like black people. They don't. I don't know why, but they don't.
What's that brand?
Sam Adams.
Yeah, that's the most Boston brand. Yo, give me a Sam Adams.
They had that commercial campaign that was pretty good. It was my cousin from Boston. They were like Boston stereotype. They were just immediately just like, "Oh, wait, come on, blah, blah, blah." Like it was like that's the whole campaign. That was it. It was a 1-sentence pitch. Have a Bostonian be a dickhead. That's it. And they're like, boom.
Who took my last fucking Dunkin' Stout?
Fucking.
Got Boston cream donuts in it.
Shout out Sam Adams. Though. I think they were like the first, technically the first craft beer in America. I saw something where it was like they were the first non conglomerate beer company.
You know what's interesting to me?
I think that's
probably on the East Coast. Yeah, I think that makes sense. But
Yeah.
like Yangling is like technically independent.
Well, I was gonna say like any beer at the beginning was technically a craft beer, right? Like
That's true.
Like Bud
Yeah.
Light back in the day, they were like, "You guys got to try this."
That's right. No, yeah, actually, so like they became the first like manufactured beers. So someone was like, I'm really into like mass-produced beers.
I like that
You should
stuff.
check it out.
Yeah.
It was like the opposite. They were like,
Yeah.
"Whoa, have you ever tried this? They make it in massive batches."
Yeah,
Dude,
dude,
we
can't
can get-
wait.
I drank 30. They all tasted the same.
And I did it in one sitting, so I know.
Yeah.
We went to my ladies from St. Louis, and St. Louis is it's one thing I didn't really realize being from the Southeast is that there's just a chuck full of cities in the Midwest that were built off of an industry that either
sure.
died or didn't die.
Yeah, yeah.
Like everyone knows Detroit. You know what I mean? Like the second we stopped buying American cars, Detroit died. But then you kind of forget about like Ohio as a whole. Cleveland's got some of that decay to it. But St. Louis has it really bad. But they still got beer. And it's the land of beer there. And I remember doing the tour, and the thing that stuck out to me was they let you taste Budweiser straight from like the big keg before they distribute it.
Was it good?
It's not the same beer. That's a fucking lie, dude. That was way too good to be Budweiser. No disrespect to
That's crazy.
Budweiser, but there's like the whole
I'm
time I'm sipping
imagining
it,
a
I'm
Willy
like,
Wonka situation. Like you
Yeah.
said that, I was imagining like I was
Honestly,
straight up
kinda was.
imagining you like
Them
near
turned
like the
into a
chocolate
Bud Light.
river, but it's like beer, and they're like, "Go ahead, Nat." And you just
I wanted to so bad. The closest thing I got was we went to the stables because I forgot Budweiser had a campaign with Clydesdales.
yeah.
Yo, those horses are dope.
They're big as shit.
Yeah, they got big feet. Dude.
They're monsters. I kind of wanted to pet one, but I,
Yeah, I don't think I could fight the horses.
No.
Circling back to earlier.
Yeah, circling. No, horses are taking us out.
Maybe I
horses
could
could-
if they were pacifists.
They're like,
So
no,
through-
no, I don't fight, and you're like, I got this one.
through
Yeah.
through persistence, murdering of a kind creature, I might survive.
Just
But
even like just in the level of how hard it would be to kill a horse that was letting you kill it.
that's a good point.
Oh, but then the moral, yeah.
What are you killing it with? Like,
That's
do
a
you
good
know
point.
how to kill an animal? You know, it would take you a while.
Yeah, it doesn't take long, like
Like,
being
killing-
around horses to realize they are letting us do stuff.
Someone,
Like,
I
this is
forget.
a better choice.
I think a comedian said this once. I can't remember who, but I have to say that because I didn't think of this. But like, imagine if horses wanted to eat people.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine how different our world would be. Like, our
No
entire
Genghis
history
Khan.
would be no Apaches.
that would change everything. No Genghis Khan.
No Genghis
Yeah.
Khan.
We
No.
would have hit global warming sooner, I think.
We wouldn't call it horsepower in cars.
Yeah, there
What
you
would we call
go.
people power? Because the horse
Yeah.
would be in charge.
This has got 9 million people power.
Yeah, dude.
I'd like to see that, like a cart where a horse is being pulled by people. That'd be sick.
Nay.
That's just the Trojan horse.
Hey,
They're
there
all
you go.
pulling it in.
There you go. Shout out that.
I can't get the image out of my head of you just punching a horse. Like trying, I'm gonna kill it eventually.
I'd draw that, but my grandma would hate me forever. She's a total horse person.
Oh, you're like you're a descendant of a horse person.
Definitely, yeah.
Hey.
Wow. So this is what it looks like.
I got a
Right.
horse person cousin, but that doesn't count as descendant. That's just relative.
She had a
We
horse she
disowned her.
loved for so long named Oki. When Oki died, she got Oki cremated, and then a room in the house was themed for Oki.
She's one of those.
She is one of those, and it's a guest room. But I remember when my brother was like 9. You know, he's 9. He's a little old for it, but he's still having nightmares. You know,
Yeah.
So he's a little nervous, and Gaga's like, "Oh, it's okay, Elliot. Oki's spirit will watch over you while you sleep." And then he immediately like calls my mom. He's like, "There's like a ghost horse in the house. I don't."
Were the ashes? Were the ashes in there?
The ashes were in there.
Fuck that, dude. I'm fucking. If you're listening and you're someone who's like, someone died and I cremated them, I'm gonna keep the ashes. No. Dump them out. Go find something sentimental and be done with it. God, I have an aunt that does that.
Sick. You ever see like when people get like cremated? They take like cremated ashes and they mix it into tattoo ink and then you tattoo it on you.
I have
Nice.
seen that. I almost did that actually.
Oh.
No, seriously, I did. I don't have a tattoo, so hey, if you're a Jewish cemetery, you want to bury me, I'm here, baby.
That's
but-
available.
I'm more than available. But one of my good buddies in high school passed away when I was in college, and someone had the idea of doing that. But he was at a dark time in his life, and my mom, who's very like kind of like a hippie vibe in a way, was like, you can't. She actually
seems like bad karma.
She put it really poignantly. She was like, you don't want to have the body of someone going through the worst time of their life before they died on you. That's not the time to do that. And I was like,
that is the plot of a horror movie.
I was like, okay. I was like, all right, Mom,
Yeah,
that's
like
a really
you
good point.
Would, like turn into them or something.
Yeah, I would then have the problems he had at the end of his life, and it was. Yeah, I remember my mom said that, and I was like, that was so chilling. I'm not going to do it.
It's a Twilight Zone episode, but the moral is don't get any tattoos.
Yeah,
Fuck, dude.
It's Twilight Zone. He's just like, that's what happens with every tattoo you ever get.
it's gonna
People
happen.
going through bad times cremated into ink.
I mean, at this point, I have so many that I'm like, I don't think about it. I'm in now. You know what I mean?
That's a good point.
I'm going all in. I feel like next I'm doing my neck or my face.
Well, I like how you do your tattoos because me and the lady talked about this recently. And if you're one of these people listening, then deal with it. The people that do the tattoos where they get like very small ones, but they get a lot of them and they don't connect them. I don't like that.
Stresses you out.
It just looks like white people that have little blotches of like black ink throughout their body. Like it's not like because like Max has like a sleeve and it all comes together. It's an image
It
and
did
works.
take
It's
a while,
beautiful.
though.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
will say that. You ever see when people get like the massive like black things like dividing their whole body or like empty,
Yes,
you
the
know-
blackout tattoos.
That's intense.
Well, isn't
See-
that like tribal for like a lot of Samoan people? Like, don't you see that a lot?
It
like
is,
UFC.
but it was also a huge cover up for racist tattoos for a long time. So when some guy is
what's
just
under there?
Yeah, exactly. So when some guy is just like, I've completely the left side of me, I'm like, okay.
It looks worse in a way.
Yeah.
In a way. Yeah. You can't
I feel
Pete
like
Davidson.
All tattoos are dumb on some level. Do you know what I mean?
No, yeah. I have a tattoo
Yeah.
and it's dumb.
Yeah.
I got one tattoo and it is from Smiling Friends. And it is my it's
I didn't
my
know that.
couple's tattoo. Yeah.
What? That's
It's
awesome.
right here, yeah.
I love Smiling Friends.
It's the
Is that the show where the cartoon characters all just die?
you
Kind
might
of.
be thinking of Happy Tree Friends.
That's
oh, yeah.
what
You're
I'm
thinking of Happy Tree.
Oh, yeah.
That's morbid. But yes, we do know
Where
Happy
they're
Tree
like,
Friends.
they're like, yay, we're on the roller coaster. And then
Yeah,
they
that-
die. That's Happy Tree Friends.
That's Happy Tree Friends.
No, Smiling Friends is pretty much like ADHD to the nth degree. Which, if you have ADHD, it's a great show. It's just, it's a constant stream of shit. But anyway,
are you officially diagnosed, or are you just using it colloquially?
oh no, dude, I had a childhood ruined by fucking doctor's appointments and
Yeah.
ADHD pills starting at the age of 8.
Yeah, I got an adult diagnosis.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was just like,
Was there some guy on the side of the street who's like, "You got it, kid"?
Your mind
think
don't
it
work
was,
right, boy.
I think it was more like I said it out loud. Like I think I might have ADHD, and everyone in my life was like, "We've been telling you."
You're like, "I'm sorry, I was too busy making small piles everywhere."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah. No, I have to pack to go to Japan. I have to do
Oh,
that because I
no.
leave tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm not fully packed. I have like
Yeah.
5 piles I need to get rid of because someone's going to house it.
no.
And my current plan is make one big pile in a room I don't think they'll go into.
That's a good method.
It's a pretty solid method.
I
Yeah.
like that, dude.
Max, what about you? Did you get stung by the ADHD bug?
No, I got no diagnoses besides just disappointing people.
Come on.
Hell yeah, baby.
Let's go, dude.
I was
Let's
like,
go.
Don't say it, Max. That's so sad.
Nah, welcome to the club, dude.
Hell yeah.
Let's get it, Nick.
I don't know, man. I think that it's nice that a lot of people have
The moment passed. What was I gonna do?
No, hit it.
Yeah,
It still works.
Yeah. Sorry, what were you saying, Max?
No, I think it's nice. I'm glad that, like, it's like you go in so many people's houses, like so many of my friends, and like now that people talk more about ADHD, you like look around and you're like, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
No, yeah.
Well, ADHD is a weird thing too, where like our generation was, because now it's like, I say now, it's probably within the past 5 years. It's like everyone thinks they have some form of autism, myself included. Like there's been times where I've been like someone who has autism will explain something.
You ever just think it's because you're smoking too much weed, though?
It is possible. It is definitely possible.
Yeah.
But that being said, like when we were late 90s, 2000s, the same thing with ADHD. It was very, because like every parent was getting told about Adderall and stuff like that. And for the longest time, I was one of those kids. But then now it's funny. My wife pointed it out. Every time I go visit my family and I'll stay with my mom, when I wake up, she doesn't stop talking for like an hour, and it drives me crazy. And I'll be like, dude, I gotta go to the bedroom or some shit. I gotta get away. And I tell my wife's like, you do that to me every fucking day. Like every day when we wake up, you're just like, like you're nonstop.
Such a classic example of how like the things that drive us the most crazy about our parents are that they're reflections of who we are.
100%,
Dude, like, I was just home visiting my parents, and I'm like getting all mad at them. I'm like, oh, it's just because I don't like that I do this. So straightforward.
It's a deep subconscious thing. Yeah, I had like a freak out meltdown like a year ago, and I went home because I was trying to do something. My dad was pretty much just like. Actually, it's kind of deep in a weird way, but I was trying to fix something in my mom's house, just build like an outdoor heater that was cheap to build. And the whole time my dad's like, you're not doing that right. I'm like, nah, you can't do that. That's not it. But he's being negative without giving me the right thing to do.
Yeah. Our dads, they
and
just
eventually
need to be involved.
They do. And he's just sitting, and he's like 60 something now. So he's at the age where he knows he has the right to say, I can't do that shit. So I'll do it. So he's just sitting there and he's not giving me solutions. And then I freak out and I'm like, ah, and I walk away. And then deep down, I was like, man, I doubt myself a lot, don't I? I was like, this really is a reflect. This is a constant thing. Like anytime I try to do something, I'm like, it's not going to work. I should fail. I should quit. And then I'm like thinking back, I'm like, oh, because I was raised by that. I was like, but shout out my dad. My dad was trying to make me break the mold and be like, no, fuck you, I can do it. And that happens sometimes.
Yeah, you gotta push your kids, dude.
Yeah.
If I had kids, I would probably like push them into some sort of competitive sport. I think. Like specifically football, dude.
I agree.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
I don't know if I do football unless they want it.
I want his brain out.
Smacking. As young as possible.
You're at the sign up. They're gonna hit, right?
This is one of the hitting leagues.
Is this the same? Is this the same like plastic in the NFL? I want to hear the clam. I want to hear that boom. Yeah.
I mean, but imagine just like, have you ever seen like that age bracket of Pee Wee football? It is hilarious.
Yeah, it is. Honestly, it's funny you say that because I played 1 year of Pee Wee football when I was in 6th grade. And I sucked at it. I was a cupcake. It was fun. I had one good block. It's on video somewhere. But
I was a good center in 6th grade.
Dude, I was right guard in 6th grade.
Until they all realized I hated the idea of blocking because I did not want to get hit by the other 6th graders that were like a foot taller than me.
Yes.
I was just the only one that could throw from the shotgun, and they thought that was amazing. So for like 3 games, they were just like, let's try Nick in center. And then they were like, never mind. He's actively running from the defense, opening them up to kill our quarterback. No.
We'll put him in as tight end on run plays. No, but I played it 1 year, and there was a kid on my team who played like linebacker. And the way that it was, there was first string and second string, and you know how that works. And a lot of these kids have been playing every single year, and that was their passion, and this kid was one of them. And it was like I remember his dad being it was like, it wasn't like the pro sports dad where it's like they've invested all this money and they're like, yeah, come on, son. Like, it was like redneck, like, he gonna hit you hard, boy. That's my son out there. You better watch out now. And that was it. And like his nickname was Hitman because he'd hit the shit out of you. I don't know what happened to that kid. I don't even remember his real name. But I just remember his dad.
Sick to find out. Like, Like, what would be the strangest thing? Like, he's like a pediatrician.
He's a CEO of a Fortune 500 company. That's the strangest thing. Yeah,
he's clerking for the Supreme Court.
Yeah. That's absolutely right.
He's writing a reboot for The Wire.
Like, I don't know, he's not that smart, but boy, can he hit.
Yeah. But it was a weird thing. I remember being like, as a dad, you're talking about your son like the caged animal that's gonna beat somebody's ass. I remember being like, that doesn't seem right. And be like, hey, he's crazy, man. He's gonna beat you. You better watch out now. And I'm like, what if he gets a concussion? Are you gonna pick him up and be like, get on back out there, boy?
I'm imagining him going up to the children and being like, my son didn't have McDonald's breakfast this morning. He might fucking eat you. Oh. Just like, oh God.
Fear's half the enemy.
Did you play any sort of competitive sports as a kid?
I played soccer up until 8th grade, and then I got cut freshman year.
Ah.
Yeah, dude.
I loved
Devastating.
soccer.
It was fun. Yeah, I played center D.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, I like that kind of position because the coach was like, we don't really know what to do with you. And then he was like, listen, if they bring the ball towards you, just don't let them by it. And I was like, okay.
Bingo.
Like, it was just like one rule, and I was like, I'm into that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. It was a lot of fun.
And it's constantly going. Like, I was never good at the start stop in football. Like, it stressed me out. I didn't really understand what was going on.
Mm-hmm. That's a
But
good
the
point.
ball is in play unless it's out of bounds. Totally got that. Of
Yeah.
just like,
Yeah, soccer is
We're all
very.
just
I
kicking.
do like
Yeah.
that aspect of soccer. It's like very simple.
Yeah.
But the ball, you're trying to get the ball into that net.
You're playing sports with feet. That's it. That's literally the description. You're just like play a game with your feet, and you're like, okay, and then you'll figure it out.
Did you ever play baseball? That was always terrifying to me.
That's me, baby.
I
Your
played.
sport? That makes sense.
Well, it
actually.
wasn't my sport as much as it was the one that I. Well, let me. So I'm from a hotbed of baseball. Like, there's something about North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, where they're like big on baseball. Because you're Texas. I can't speak for exactly where you're from, but it's pretty safe to say football, right? Like
football is huge where I'm from, but
serious. Like people are playing serious in high school.
no,
Yeah.
which was crazy because our football team was horrible. Our baseball team, 2 people went to the major leagues.
oh
later
shit,
on.
yeah.
Like
Where did they have a
Michael
mustache
Waka,
in high school?
Okay.
who played for the Cardinals.
Okay.
And he was actually the pitcher recently in the American League.
Hey, good for him.
Like
the All-Star thing.
Yeah, the All-Star thing.
No shit. Small world. Good for him.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah.
But he
and
was in football land.
he was in football land.
Yeah.
I like my senior team, like one state, they had these rings and everything.
Yeah.
And for all of us, it was like, I didn't know y'all were going to do that. How nice.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
'Cause for
we
me-
lost to a team whose mascot is a rabbit. So
So step up, boys. Well, for me, it was the opposite because we like football is football. It's the sport. Like it's the thing in high school you go to on Fridays. It's a big deal. It was a weird thing where it was like you had kids that played sports in my school that their identity and their personality matched with the sport they played. Like okay. I'll say this, like for some weird reason that I don't really know why, lacrosse was huge at my high school. It got some high school in my state picked it up, and then like 3 high schools picked it up. And they picked it up when I was in like 5th grade. So by the time I got to high school, our lacrosse program was like the shit. Like not the shit in terms of people who travel the country, but in terms of like if you don't make
we're
it
going to clean up and maybe get a scholarship.
if you don't make it to state, you're fucking up. Like that was our lacrosse program, which was already weird, but they rivaled our baseball program because they played the same seasons. So it was like, come that season, if you're a white dude from these neighborhoods, you pick one of these 2 sports if you play sports, and then in the fall, you all play football. It was like a weird, like there is no football players. It's like
Yeah.
every
Everyone
athlete plays
plays.
football. But the baseball dudes, you could always tell because they'd wear like a hat, a t-shirt, gym shorts, and black Nike socks with with those fighting necklaces, those little titanium things. All of them would wear it. But it was like a weird thing in my high school where, so like the playoffs with all the other sports would have like 4 games and you'd win state.
Yeah.
Baseball had like 8 or 9. It was a weird convoluted system they had, so we never won state, but we would always win like 6 of the games. But like our athletic director was the baseball coach. We had like a fine-tuned baseball stadium
Are you
for a high
playing
school.
with wooden bats in high school?
Aluminum, baby.
Is that a dumb question?
No, it's aluminum till like college plays aluminum. And then once you get to the major leagues, they literally go, dude, you will kill someone if they get hit by this baseball. You have to use wood.
That's crazy.
Then they make them use wood.
Hard.
Yeah.
Did you ever hit a home run?
Nah, I hit the fence once.
Hey,
I was a
That rocks.
I was a tubby cupcake though, so
Yeah.
it's like my expectations were minimum.
Can we guess do you know what position he played?
Anyone that knows baseball knows my pathetic ass was in this position. So
Was it
Left outfield.
almost.
I was gonna guess catcher.
There were a couple times at some camps where I was catcher.
Catcher's fun.
because I was tubby. So they're like, but what they don't tell you is that catchers is you don't like squat your entire weight down. You have to half squat.
You're hovering.
So you're using fucking glutes like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
And I remember they were like, "You're fat, be catcher," and I was like, I can't. Like I would be, and they'd be like, "Throw the ball," and I'd be like, and I'd fall, and they'd be like, "You're not sitting. You have to stand." And I'm like, "No, you're not gonna make me do that." No, I was right field.
Right field is where not.
Yeah.
That's where they throw the
ton of
fatties.
outside
Yeah, it's because in baseball most people are left-handed, so when you hit a ball, it's likely to go to the left field.
That's right.
So you're gonna have very few people hit it towards right field. So they're like, "Throw his fat ass out there." I had some good throws and catches, but
I was gonna say I feel like that's like outfield is like where you have the most hero moments.
it's weird because at a certain point they go, "All right, we're not like this is real baseball. We need fast people in the outfield." But it's like very like before that in Little League, they're like, just throw all the fat kids out there in outfield. Like their parents are paying for it; they have to play. Fucking no one's gonna hit it that far. But then immediately once it gets to like real baseball, they're like, no, you got to be fast to play out there. Like we need you to do stuff. And so
Did you
I was
ever
right
like? Was
before
there
that.
a moment at any point in your life where either of you were like, I'm gonna do it as an athlete?
Oh, never.
Nah.
Dude, my dad put me in every sport and I cried. I just didn't want to fucking do it. I just couldn't keep my mouth shut. And part of his rule is you can't talk shit about a sport without doing a sport. And just at some point I'd just be like,
Baseball's stupid.
I respect
football's
that.
stupid. And then he put me in football. He put me in baseball. He did.
I mean, it does give
Which
you an
didn't help,
appreciation.
I'm sure.
This is a hockey podcast because I never said hockey was stupid.
There you go. Come on, dude. We are the worst hockey podcast.
I was gonna say this is a hockey pod. We haven't talked about
No,
How
actually,
about
it's
them Flyers?
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny you say that, Max. We actually are. The entire ethos of this podcast was to watch the Flyers and keep up with the season. I watched 3 games, not counting playoffs. How many did you watch?
I watched a third of a game
There you go, in person.
because a friend got tickets through work and I was like, awesome. And then we were crazy late. And then at the end of like the second period, he goes, I gotta get home, man. And I was like, all right, well, I was
getting
just
old is so lame.
yeah, I was like, well, they're winning, but I've only seen them scored on. But okay,
No, well, that was it. That was our season. The next year we'll get them more. So we are the
will.
worst hockey podcast ever. But
Yeah,
So is that gonna be is that still the goal? Like next year, you're gonna watch a lot of hockey.
we're gonna try
We will.
harder. We'll do better,
we're crowdsourcing. Please send us the $80,
dude. That's the problem. Because they're like, oh, you have a TV plan, you can watch, and they're like, oh, you have a TV plan, give me $80, and then you can watch hockey.
You can't watch all of. Yeah, that's so confusing. Like
I'd have to go through a VPN to do ESPN and shit just to watch the Flyers and not pay $80. Like,
And that's
NBC
illegal, and we don't do that here on the Paddywhack.
Exactly. We believe
would
in.
never.
We pay for the services we incur or watch, I guess.
That.
Jeez.
Anyway, so in terms of sports,
Who's your favorite goalie in the league?
fucking, I hate that Lundqvist
Mr.
retired
Goalie.
because Lundqvist was my favorite. Yeah, Mr. Goalie.
Dude, someone recently asked me if I could name one person on the Phillies, and I was like, no.
Oh, dude, that's an easy one too because they put their fucking faces everywhere.
Brian Harper.
Is that right?
I want to say you purposefully said it wrong.
Wait, what is it?
It's Bryce Harper.
Bryce Harper. That's what it is.
Oh, so close.
No, it's
I just always think of Nick Castellanos whenever he was on it.
oh, because that's the Max. Have you ever heard? Well, you break it down for him. I don't actually remember the words.
No, I mean there's some sort of amazing thing where the announcer is having to apologize for something he said. He goes, "I'm sorry, everybody. I swear from the bottom of my heart, that's not the kind of person I am. I would never talk about someone." And that's Nick Castellanos in the left field.
You have a great announcer voice.
Thank you.
It is a good one. Nice.
Isn't that nice? Like,
It's a good one.
like what are you doing here? You should be working for the Phillies.
I should be a
Announcing-
Philly. I should be a
announcing the
Phillies
game.
guy that gets easily distracted and isn't going on. Whoa! What was that?
Wow. Me and you would be the worst
Sorry, I'm
baseball
looking at
announcers
my
ever.
phone.
The ref is the umpire is reviewing the rules. I hope he tells us what happened. I'm not quite sure if that's legal or not.
Me and you in a baseball booth and
According to Google Gemini, that happened recently.
Hey, Nick, I got to run to the corner store real quick. I'm a little low on my Fosters. Take over. And you'd be like, I was on my phone. What's up, everybody? We'd be the worst. Yeah. Shout out baseball.
It's the Phillies versus a team in red.
It's like 8 red teams in baseball.
The guy wearing red. That's the right way to run. Never mind.
Never mind.
I was about to make a wrong observation.
Well, Maxi, I think I asked you this before. Where's your neck of the woods in life that you were born in?
I'm from Massachusetts, Western Mass, little town called Northampton.
All right. Yeah. So were you raised around the calamity of Boston sports fans?
No, because like Western Mass is like, especially where I'm from, is really. I mean, obviously it was there, but like, it's there was basically no sports in my life growing up. Like, no one was watching sports on TV.
I'm sorry.
That was the most insane stomach growl I've ever heard.
That was from my throat.
Yeah. I thought it was just
that was truly involuntary. That was like, that's not like I felt a burp. I just went.
I wanted to ignore it, but it was so much. I'm sorry,
We
Max.
are so unkind to you as a guest, and I'm so sorry.
I'm having the best time.
I'm sorry,
You
Maxi.
can make more. Please make more weird.
We're
noises.
gonna clip that weird noise so we can have it on the soundboard.
That would be so sick.
Yeah, that'd be a good one. So, Western Mass. You might have been the one to mention this to me. I'm stupid to this part of the country, but it's very rural in parts of. Is it Western Mass where
It's
you can
like
get
kind of rural.
not rural, but like there's woods and nature and stuff.
Yeah, I mean where I grew up is like probably 30,000. It's like a small town.
Okay.
But where I was living before I moved to Philly is like rural Western Massachusetts,
Mm-hmm.
and it just literally felt like the South. Like I had a neighbor that literally during COVID put up a sign that said, it was a sign that was spray painted in red letters that said "fuck China."
Get them, dude.
Got their ass.
Yeah, and then
As much as I don't
Do you
want
have
to
a
relate to that,
picture
I think all
of
my
that sign.
Yeah.
Nah, I should have taken one.
I was gonna impress people in Japan. It's gonna be.
Oh, people would love it there.
I'd be like, yeah, me and the boys back home made this sign.
We
That
got a
is
good
weird, like,
message.
thing that the South and Japan have in common. There's not a lot of overlap. You know?
Yeah, the hatred of it.
They also love King of the Hill. So
Yes,
In Japan,
they
Is
do.
that true? That's so sick.
they do.
Yeah,
They
it's big in
actually
Japan.
argue about whether or not you should listen to the sub or the dub.
That's actually, it is honestly, well, I didn't know it was that much detail, but it is absolutely hilarious that we in America are like, there's so many anime series. And we have this argument of, because I've got a buddy and anytime I watch anything Japanese, I do dubs. Fuck it.
Really?
I don't care. Because I'm not that big of an anime guy.
No,
I understand why you don't. Because like I've seen
Are
videos
you a
where
sub or a dub?
I'm
Is that
a,
like the same as asking someone if they're a dom or?
as
pretty
someone
close.
who, yeah, actually, it kind of is.
yeah. Do you care or don't you?
Interesting.
No. So I'm a sub only for One Punch Man because solid, hilarious writing. I don't look away. If I try to watch any other anime, I get distracted at some point, and then I look back and I realize I've missed so much.
Oh, that's a good point. Because I did, well, anyway, the reason to say all this is to say it is objectively hilarious that we have all these like well done anime series of like the best animators in Japan where we have this argument. And then in Japan, they're like, Mike Judge, King of the Hill, sub or dub, motherfucker, pick one. It's like Bobby Hill, sub,
What's
fuck you.
fascinating to me is like, I think one of the hardest things to take in from another culture is like their comedy. Like, I don't know if
Yes,
you ever tried
definitely,
to, like,
yes.
Like, what is Japanese comedy even? Not to, like I just literally don't know. Like
That's a good point. It probably seems very niche to their history. Because I don't know. Me and Nick have talked about this before. I watched a doc recently that I made him watch. It's Tom Segura, Chad Daniels, and Pete Lee, and the owner of the Acme Comedy Club, who's from China, in like the mid 2010s, paid for them to go on a tour to. Is it
Vietnam, Singapore, and Hong Kong.
okay?
bonkers.
And it's a great doc, and it shows them and their stand-up styles and whatnot. And a lot of the one, like in Singapore, I think they might have had or maybe it's Hong Kong, they have one of the better ones. And like one of the jokes they say is like, it's like any Chinese people here. And they go, no. And the guy goes, great, nothing's for sale. So get the fuck out if you are. And it's one of those things where I'm like, I don't understand that context, but like, there has to be something about Chinese people to come to Hong Kong to buying everything up.
That
Like
was Hong Kong.
It's very like
because
niche.
Hong Kong was independent at the time.
Yeah.
But
right, but it's not
anymore.
And then so it's one of those things where it's like it's very like even if it's in English, it's going to be some, I would imagine, some niche. You know, like Omri's from Israel, and I've talked to him about it, and he's like, we did a lot of Holocaust jokes. And I was like, well, you can.
That's
know?
true.
So
you're allowed
there
to.
you go. So that's I feel like I just threw Omri out there on that one. My bad, dude. But
no, that's amazing. I just was picturing going to the open mic, and they're like, you don't, and like in I don't know, Tel Aviv, and they're like, you don't have a joke about the Holocaust. What are you doing?
Step it up.
You have 5 minutes. You do your 5 minutes. You get off, and they're like, you know, I noticed you didn't do any Holocaust jokes, man.
Some old head telling you how to do it.
You gotta be undeniable,
God,
like the Holocaust.
Yeah,
6 million.
But I just like recently I watched like I was trying to watch something. It was Norwegian, maybe.
Wow.
And that sense of humor was like I was like I don't get it.
Oh yeah, God, dude, Scandinavian countries. I don't even know.
I feel like they're just holding a fish, pretending it talks. Like,
That's their sense of humor.
that just sounds right.
And then they die.
Yeah, they're just the most depressed people in the world, and they're just like, "Hello, I'm Mr. Fish."
This fish is talking.
I didn't think they had humor. I thought they just were all stone-eyed people. They were just like,
that could be
yes.
true, actually.
No, I'm kidding. I've heard that about Swedish people, where it's like it's a funny trope where it's like single guys who've been to Sweden. Because historically the Vikings took all attractive people when they raided, so there's like a lot of attractive people in Scandinavia, and so people will be like, yeah, like I've heard a comic once. I think it was Dan Soder was like he went to somewhere in Scandinavia. I think it was Sweden, and he was like, yeah, like there was a hot waitress, and I said something to her, and I could just see the emptiness in her eyes. And it was one of those things where it's like, she doesn't care about you. Like, you are nothing. Shut up. Do what you have to do. Move on.
I mean, it's like being from like Switzerland or something. Like if you're hot and from Sweden, like what are you doing? You don't need anything else.
Shout out Switzerland. Honestly,
you're
yeah.
6'5", you have a 6-pack. You can eat pickled herring year round.
That's good. They are genetically the best looking as far as whites go. That part of the world.
That's a good point.
The tall, stoic ones. Yeah. Meanwhile, my fucking English British genetics. Fat, tubby, pasty white bitch who can drink a lot of beer. That's what I got.
It's the language of business, dude.
Boom.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Boom.
There you go.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
So
You're out there closing deals.
basically, dude, I got a good golf swing. Meet me on the course. We'll close some deals.
Yeah,
Oh,
in Sweden, they're like, we will pay you to leave, please.
Yeah. Yeah. They're like, you stink of the UK, get out. Yeah.
all right.
All right, lad. That's
So
my.
are you going to Japan to find a wife?
a second wife with my wife there.
Yes.
Well, obviously you're not gonna get a second wife without your first wife.
Come
right?
a
on,
good
Nick.
point.
Yeah, dude. They got Mormons out there. They'll understand.
Are there Mormons in Japan?
There's got to be. I mean,
there
it's-
has to be, dude.
Is there like a synagogue in Japan? Do you know?
Yes.
What
Yes.
Actually, I do think, as I say
there's
that,
actually like there are Jewish Japanese people, and one of my favorite books is from a Japanese author called The Jewish Way of Doing Business, and
Whoa.
it seems deeply anti-Semitic, but it's from a point of respect.
I was gonna
and
say-
it's kind of hilarious.
I'm glad you beat me to it. I was going to say it's the Torah. Yeah.
that's wild.
That's fun. That's how they say things over there.
Sabbath seppuku.
Yeah, no, they got Mormons everywhere, dude. I think Mormons are like they're what's the word for it? Their whole like thing MO is missionary work. So
That's true.
they've got them everywhere, dude.
Their whole thing is missionary sex.
Come on,
Hey.
dude.
Hey.
Hey,
Oh my God.
come on,
Oh, yeah.
come on. Bumble. Soaking. We know
Yeah.
about that. We know your game.
Terrifying.
Hey. Yeah, shout out. I got to respect the more. I've been to Salt Lake City once, and I got to respect them in the sense that when you go by all the historical parts of the city and you see the plaques that explain buildings and stuff, there'll be like, this is where Joseph Smith and his 9 wives lived, and then it'll be like, polygamy was outlawed by the Mormon Church in the 1890s. Like, like they're very quick to be like, hey, we know we took care of it 100 years ago, but we're like,
There's
but
gotta be some still practicing.
well, I would imagine it's like any religion where it's like the extremists still exist and still do their crazy shit. You know, like I live in the state of snake churches
That's
and
true.
evangelicals. Like the righteous gemstones take place in South Carolina. Like I grew up around them folk.
Wow.
Such a good show.
It is a great show.
Yeah, it's a scary true show.
Also, just like the hustle of it.
The salesmanship of being
Yeah,
a
it's
preacher.
just clearly a business.
Yeah, it definitely is. Because it's in my hometown, these places started popping up a lot. The mega church is called New Springs. And I remember, because like when I was growing up, you had your, what is it? It's not denominations.
Non-denominational?
Yeah, denominationals. Well, you're not but it was mostly like
Unitarian churches.
Well, that, but more importantly, it'd be like if you live in my city, you would be predominantly there were the Baptists, the Presbyterians, the Methodists, and the Lutherans. But then you also had the like Unitarians and the non-denominationals and whatnot. But recently, as of like 10 to 15 years ago, they started just building mega churches that aren't really evangelical, but kind of are in a way. And that middle ground is taken over.
Yeah.
Like at least my state, it's taken over because it's just like
Hillsong.
Exactly, yeah. It is the Righteous Gemstones. It's massive buildings with high.
A good show, you know.
That's what it is. Yeah. I get it.
It's like The Sopranos. You're like, maybe I'll make pizza at home, but it's people with joining an evangelical church.
Exactly. So we got to make it fun.
I want to focus on something. You jumped for Unitarian Church.
Oh yeah, you caught that.
Yeah, I did. Did you do Unitarian Church?
No, I just grew up around a lot of it. It was it drove me crazy.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, if you're gonna have religion, you know, at least like get into it. Like be serious about it. Don't come at it with this half-assed approach.
I'm with you there, dude. If that's your ball game, step up.
I want some bite in my religion.
Come on, dude.
Like I was thinking if I was gonna. Like,
you don't agree with reading every book and then just changing their respective name to God to Spirit?
Like, come on, dude. Yeah. Now, we were Presbyterian, which was not Catholic, but also non-emotional. So it was very much like, hey, here's the word. There you go.
This is what it is.
Yeah. So we're like, all right, there you go. And then they're like,
we don't have a pope, but don't get too crazy here.
And then they go, a little bit of guilt. Just a little bit of guilt. It's not like the Catholics where they're like, guilt.
A religion now, what would you jump into?
Oh, dude. I mean,
Black Israelites,
100%. You beat me to it. God damn it. That's the funnest one, dude.
So good in the outfits.
We do the Assassin's Creed fit.
You look so fine.
Let's get it, baby.
We're the ones not talking. We're standing on the side.
We have masks, too.
Don't worry about them.
Yeah.
We make them do all the work.
Yeah. They support us, but they're not one of us. They think they are, but no.
I think I would go Orthodox Judaism.
Interesting.
You know I'd have to get some tattoos removed, probably, but it seems worth it.
I don't think I've ever seen an Orthodox Jewish person because I always get Orthodox and Hasidic mixed up.
Oh,
but they're not the same.
I'm thinking Hasidic.
Oh, you want to be Hasidic? Okay, I was gonna say.
I want the full. I love the brims of their hats, and they're always driving Escalades, which is so cool.
I mean, who doesn't want to cross the street during the New York Marathon because fuck you, I need to cross this street?
Those are badass.
I love those videos, dude.
Counterpoint: Black Escalade, Black Israelite. You can still do it, baby.
I think we're in it. Like
we are in it.
I'm gonna say, Nick, I'm with you, dude. We're Black Israelites now. This is the way it is, dude. Let's go find a corner to preach on. Start letting them know the knowledge.
I actually have a lot of respect. There's a preacher who's downtown. He's on like Market Street, and he just preaches by himself. Like I think it's like every Saturday afternoon around 4, and he'll just preach. No one's there. It's just him out there, and he's just giving out the word. And I'm like, that's respect, dude. It's like if we were just like set up a boombox and we're like, maybe I'll do 15, you know.
Except ours is more sad. There's no one will laugh.
He's also got the pressure where he's like, people might go to hell if I don't do my 15 right.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Whoa.
Now, dude, any street preacher that doesn't initiate a fight, I'm like, all right, let it rip. Let's see what you got. Let's see what kind of fun you have. And any guy who doesn't pick someone out of the crowd and is like, fuck you, I'm like, all right, let's see what you got.
There we go.
But the people that are always like, fuck you, always find the other crowd. And they're like, fuck you. And then it's just a fight on the street. But the preachers who are like, I'm preaching the word of God, it's like, no one's going to fist fight you. They might get mad at you.
Yeah.
But it's a scene. It's fun to watch. Anyway, I don't know. Say what you want to say.
Say what you want to say.
I don't give a shit. Fuck it. YOLO. Yeah. Shut up.
I'm just glad that we don't have to practice our comedy publicly.
Oh, good God, dude. It's already bad enough people in my life know I do it.
I recently, dude, this is terrifying. I don't know how to process this. Everyone at my new job found out I have a podcast, which is fine. Like I was like, hell yeah, I put it publicly, check it out, but now everyone wants to be on it.
Oh, that's not what I expected.
And I don't know how to navigate that socially.
That is,
you know what I mean? Like I'm like, sure.
Send some of them as our guests.
I was gonna say
okay.
I'll tell
want
my
that?
I'll go to my
That could be fun.
coworkers and tell them to go to yours. We'll do a little cross platform.
Yeah, there we
It would
go.
honestly be more fun if it was not my coworkers.
Podcast exchange program.
Because then, like,
We're like, you could be our guest, but actually, I'm gonna send you to Max's house and you do the.
it.
You'll
Can we
have
do
fun.
that? Because I don't want them on because they'll be like, oh my god, you're not.
That
or, like,
is-
the character you play at work isn't real.
I was
I'm
gonna
like,
say that is weird too because first off, you then have to break the layer. You then have to then
Exactly.
be like, well, this is it, and then secondly, you have to see them every day. Like what? I don't know, because like I haven't told anyone in my work I do comedy. There's been moments where like earlier today, like one of my coworkers, who I'm I guess my mentor of sorts, because they set you up with the mentor program. I said something because I'm a funny guy, and she went, "God, you're funny. You do make me laugh. I like that. You're really funny." And that was the moment where it was like you hear the music that's like, da, 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 ba, 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 where I go, I'm a stand-up comedian, and then immediately regret it, like because like. What good comes from my coworkers knowing I do stand-up comedy?
Exactly.
You know
I
what I
think
mean?
the
Like
only
nothing
time that it's
good.
important to like share it is like I feel like our energies are up and down because we're dealing with like highs and lows a lot more than normal. So that's when it slips out for me, is if like I'm in a real bad mood and they're like, "Why are you being such a bitch today?" And I'm like,
That's a good point.
I bombed for 4 hours last night. Like every mic I went to, I bombed. And so it gives you a way out. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Do you tell your coworkers?
I've told a few too many. I'm never doing it again.
I mean, like what?
I
feel like it's fine. Like I'm glad that they know. I have never had the thing where now they want to be involved in it.
Well, I was gonna say that's crazy too, because like normally the thing would be like I do this, and then you have to live with the fact that they know you do it. They want to be involved.
Yeah, because I don't care that they know. I'm kind of past that point. Like, especially like you put stuff on the internet. I'm not hard to find. Like you can find my Instagram.
That's true.
It's Maxi Babies. Very sorry.
Hey, actually, it's funny you say that because I was thinking about that today. I'm like, I didn't tell anybody at work I do this, but it takes one Google search and one click on Instagram.
Yeah, it's not hard to find you.
No. So anyway, yeah.
I don't know. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think
they just saw I was stressed all the time. And they're like, "Oh God, work's getting to Nick," and I'm actually like, "I agreed to do 15, and I don't think I have 15."
You're like, I only have 5 minutes on my dick. What
I'm
am I-
like, I technically have 20, but I hate it now because I've done it too much.
I can only do 7. No, Max, you need to have all your coworkers on at one time. Just make them
actually
eat
a
it.
good idea.
Yeah, just get it all done in one fell swoop and make them realize the hell that it is.
Special episode called Office Hours.
I mean, the good thing is like I'm a bartender, so we can just do like my thought was, we'll just do like a bartender episode where we talk about the crazy things customers have done.
That's
feels
fun.
like an escape, right?
Yeah, that's a fun way to do it.
I
All
can
right.
imagine like having your office coworkers on.
He
God,
tried
no,
to
dude.
pay with Discover card. That fucking moron. You see a sticker outside for Discover?
God, I don't know how y'all survive an office culture. Like, do you have to bury most of yourself?
Yeah,
No,
definitely.
I feel like it's more like I just clean up in all interactions. I'm not the funniest comedian, but sometimes I'll just be like,
Yeah.
boom, riff, and everyone's like, God, I thought about that for a day.
That guy's a genius.
You're just killing at work.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm killing at work. And so then I go and I get mid temp at bikes, and I'm like, yeah, you know what, whatever.
Fuck them. My AM workers know what I'm doing. They know my
Exactly.
funny. Yeah. No, for me, I don't know. I mean, I think in a weird way that like they would think that I am. I mean, they think that I'm funny, but at the same time, like I just don't think that it's a. I don't know. I just don't think the concept would function well where I go into work and they're like, "You're the funny guy now," and it's like eventually I'm not going to be funny, and you're going to be like, "Well, you're mean."
That's the thing.
Or
Also,
you're,
like,
you're in a
right.
bad
We're
mood.
not-
Or if
we're
anyone-
not funny all the time.
Exactly. So if someone's funnier than you,
Oh, no.
Now,
And
now
I'm-
it's a contest.
and even if it's not forever, even if they're just funnier than you in the moment. I had a cousin that played professional poker for like 2 years.
That's
Look,
pretty cool.
I mean, 2 years, that means he was able to sustain himself at least 1 year. That's not bad. But as you
I mean, that's
imagine,
impressive.
every time he
I feel
played.
like the 5-year mark is like where you go, whoa. Anyway,
Yeah.
sorry.
No. But like, as you can imagine, if he played casual poker and anyone else beat him, they were always like, I beat the fucking pro.
Do you see that?
Yeah, they're
Lord.
like, they're
Did you
like,
see
I
that?
thought you were a fucking pro. And every time he would just get so fucking heated and like leave the room. And And he's like, it's not fair because I can't read you because you don't even know what you have in your hands. So you're not even lying. You just don't know that's a bad hand.
He's too smart to know their stupidity. So it's
Well,
like, which isn't even
that
stupid.
would-
It's just average. Yeah.
Right? Like that would be challenging. Like it's almost like when you're that good at poker, it would be harder to play people that are bad.
Yeah.
Because
Exactly.
they're not even playing the same game as you.
Exactly.
Well, that's like there is one, but he's kind of he's a boss of sorts, boss. But there is an office ham, as it called.
Oh.
Like he's one of those like, oh come on, guys. Like he's always got a little line there. You know what I mean? I hate him. I hate him so
on.
much. He means well, but it's just like, he's always got the line.
I'm not
you know?
having a good time. I'm at work, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He'll be like,
I'm going to play Katy Perry's Dark Horse right now. And it's like, why are you doing that?
He's like, I'll be sure to get the buffalo chicken pizza. You can call me Buff Chick Mike or something like that. I'm
Oh,
like,
God.
fuck you. Like actively though, like fuck you. And then at the same time you want to turn to your friends at work and you're like, I'm a comedian. I'm actually funny. But then at the same time you're like, no, that's not
Well,
positive
there's
at all.
like such a difference too between being funny on stage and off, but it's I don't know.
The best ones are the crazy ones.
The-
That's really where it's at.
Dude, the crazy
crazy
comics are the
comics?
people that make me happy. Those are the ones that's what it's all about, dude. If you can go out there and scream angrily without knowing what you're doing and it work, that I will hurt on my insides from laughter. Like,
I've been
Yeah.
definitely, but I also meant like the crazy coworkers because like I had a
Oh,
I had a
love the
coworker.
crazy
He's
coworker.
not with the company anymore. Hope he's doing well.
God bless
But
him.
no, yeah, he was like, well, what do you? And he was like, so what does your wife do for work? And I was like, oh, she's a historian. And he goes, oh, has she heard of blah 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 blah? And I'd never heard about it. And he goes, oh yeah, it's really important stuff. She should look it up. And I Google it, and the first thing
Oh,
that
yeah?
comes up is like a white supremacist conspiracy theory about a fake continent that doesn't exist.
Your
And I
guy's
was just like,
QAnon?
full on, and I was just like, you're amazing.
Yo, I love a crazy coworker.
In the break room.
Hold on, quick tinkle break. But side note, get that coworker's number if you still have it. We should hang out with him. He's on the pod next. That's our next guest.
You gotta have a QAnon guy on.
Teasing Jim on the pod.
My one coworker, she left a notebook at work
Oh no.
that was filled with all sorts of measurements and weights and numbers of sales of drugs that she had
Oh
sold.
no.
And I
I
found-
was hoping it'd be schizophrenia, but it might be cocaine.
it was so crazy. And like I was flipping through it, and then I'm like, "Oh, I shouldn't find." And she was like, "Did you read it?" And I was like, "Definitely not. I would never look at I would never look at anything you have." Oh, I'm such a good boy,
Do you think she got your face right away? Did you read it? Just like,
dude. I like when I say that I read it, I settled in to read it.
I imagine.
I was like, you got in there good. The thing that was crazy to me was that she had a lot of people with outstanding balances, of 5,000.
Damn.
Do you know what I mean? Like that's a lot of money.
Well, that's why she was also your coworker.
That's
She wasn't collecting.
You know what's funny? Like that's literally exactly. I told my wife, and she was like, "Well, it sounds like she wasn't very good at it." And I was like, "Oh yeah,
That's brutal.
yeah." I would say that the one thing I don't like about
Backstreet's back.
my coworkers knowing I'm a comic, like besides like now they want to be involved, that's like a new thing for me.
Mm-hmm.
But like I think it's is one of my favorite things to do at work as a bartender is to make bits at customers that don't know that I'm joking. And so
Yeah.
when your coworkers then know that you're doing it, now it ruins that thing.
Brutal.
Because I like to try and sneak it by. Like the other day, a woman came in and she asked if we had any sour beers, and I was like, no, but we do have Miller Lite, and I can put some sour mix in it.
Hey.
And that's like the kind of shit I love doing.
Yeah.
And now my coworker's like, come on, Max.
Oh, man. Oh, do it again, man. Do it again. Yeah.
I'm like, no, I'm doing weird shit. Don't see me do my weird shit.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, there is something funny. Like, on the flip side of it, though, like, I was, so I worked food and bev in college and a little bit after. I miss it. It's the funnest job you can have. It's stressful as shit, but it's fun as shit. And that's my experience. I didn't bartend, but
craziest things to people.
Dude, I had a job for a summer when I was in college, and me and a guy, God damn it, I need to know his name. I'm going to feel like an asshole if I don't, because Johnny was his name. And he was a bit older. He was probably like 50s, 60s, career food and bev guy. Yeah. Super funny.
Just an absolute dog.
Honestly, if you work food and bev, you can definitely test to this. If you find a career food and bev worker that's like 50s or 60s, you've got skeletons in that fucking closet. Oh, yeah. And I'm not going to ask you, but I know, like, there's something weird. So anyway, Johnny was a fun dude. And he had like a big suave looking hair, and we worked at this really bougie restaurant, so we had to, I had to tie a bow tie every day. But somewhere along the line, we both learned that we liked Urban Dictionary. So we just started like thinking of terms, and then we'd walk, because I was a back server and he was a server. I'd walk by and I'd be like, "Hey, table 17 needs a munging. It looks like they waffle stomped their dinner. It's looking pretty bad over there." Yes. For those of you that don't know, waffle stomping is when you poop in the shower and you stomp it down the drain, and then munging is, you Google that. There you go. Or like a hot Carl is when you poop in a sock and hit somebody with it. So I'd walk by and I'd be like, "Your hot Carl for table 13's gone." And he'd be talking to a table and he'd be like, "I understand. Thank you. All right. Anyway, back to our special for the night." And that was like my favorite thing to do. And he'd come by when I'm cleaning up a table next to another table and be like, "You munged too hard at 14," and walk away. And then the table next to us would be like, "What was that?"
Yeah, like I
love some 14-year-old at the table is like losing his mind.
That's what I was waiting for, dude. I wanted someone to be like, "Oh," but no one ever looked at us.
So, like, in your office setting, are you like saying crazy stuff to other people? Like, are you in an office? Yeah,
I am. Yeah, I think mine's not as. But I don't have to put on as much of an image / try as hard as Nick, though. So I think for me, I can get by with like more.
A little try hard over here.
I work hard.
My job is half crowd work. Like.
Hey, Cheryl.
No, like,
what do you do for a living?
I just walked into the boardroom. This fucking whore. You were here with a different guy last week.
No, I love you. Get this guy a drink. Come on.
You pointed the head of HR. This fucking whore. It's like now starts the 6-hour clock of you having a job. Yeah.
Nah, it's more like I have a compulsion that if something's funny to me, it's hard for me to like repress it.
Yeah.
And so like even my interview at this job.
It's like that noise you made earlier.
Yes.
That was great.
That was insane. That was the beast inside that I would fight later.
No, I know that feeling though. You're like when you have that thought, it's like that thought, like you're like, "This is so funny."
Oh yeah.
And you're like, "Don't say it though."
When I used to try to repress that,
you lose that governor as a comedian after a while.
Oh, definitely. I used to. Well, I never really had the governor.
Yeah.
Because then it would become funnier to not say it.
That's a good point.
And so like, I used to do like groceries like in college. And I'd be like bagging, and then someone would hit me as hilarious, and then I would try not to laugh, and I'd be just sitting there going, and then like more than once, someone was like, "I think it is so great that y'all employ people like that. That he has a job to do."
Special Nick's laugh.
Exactly. And and I can't tell him what I'm actually thinking about.
You need to know. I feel like that's a beautiful thing to have accomplished that level of people think you have special needs. That means you're having a good time.
That does mean, dude, you're blissfully living.
Yeah,
I like it.
We're talking about things we've inherited from our parents. My dad cannot hold in laughter. We actually can't sit next to each other at important events anymore because if we get each other, if we get each other going, it's a problem.
It's not good.
No, yeah, my sister specifically had a really important play in college, and it was an amazing play, and it was
so serious.
but like it was incredibly accurate Irish accents, including the cadence, which is incredibly hard to understand. Mm-hmm. And so about 20 minutes in, he just kind of leads into me and goes, "Do you know what they're saying?" And then we're destroyed. And we like literally once intermission happened, I couldn't come back for the second half. We were like crying, laughing.
Your dad ruined it.
Because then at some point he said, "They're always after me, Lucky Charms," and it was over. It's like a very serious Irish play about like the famine and stuff like that.
The issue is like the more serious something is, the funnier it becomes to me.
I was telling.
Oh my god, no! I had a friend pass away like in high school. It's very serious. Mm-hmm. her aunt decided to honor her through an interpretive dance.
Nope.
Nope.
And
No, I'm done.
Nope.
Yeah.
As soon as it starts, I'm
And
done.
I'm like in one of the front rows. And so I'm at the point where like I'm having to bail out on my laughing to pretend like I'm just sobbing because I'm like, that's the only way they'll ever talk to me again.
There's a moral way to handle this.
I know, but like, come on. She was doing an interpretive dance. Someone should have seen this coming.
Someone should have told
Hell yeah.
her. Yeah,
No,
someone
yeah.
should have been like, "Hey."
No, it's kind of the most amazing thing. Like you do realize like, okay, funerals are for everyone else. Like
Yeah, they really are. Yeah.
Because I don't know, just to be like, you know what my niece would have really wanted?
Yeah.
Me to be fucking barefoot here.
She'd have loved it. Yeah.
And to like,
Do you remember what song it was to? I
Yeah.
feel like it had to have been Enya.
oh, it was it was a very popular song at the time. Like, if I die young, put me in the water.
No.
It was which
As soon as it started playing, I would have been done.
no, it was so deeply inappropriate and like clearly like a ploy to get people to have an emotional reaction. It became the funniest thing.
Oh, man.
And I've actually never been able to have normal emotions at a funeral since.
Yeah.
Like my
Because now you think about that.
Yeah.
Because you can't not laugh.
Well, yeah.
Like it was so funny. You're gonna laugh for the next 10 funerals.
To be honest,
like
if
my
I
wife
died-
my wife's grandpa passed away and
wow.
and it was he passed away at a normal age. It sucks he's gone, but then like his pastor's up there goes, James would have really wanted me to preach the gospel. And he pulls up a PowerPoint and then he's like walking through it like a sales pitch.
It's so funny.
Yeah, and at one point he literally goes like, "Any questions about that?" And it's just like it's not a time.
Thanks for the lecture, sir.
Exactly.
Well, it is, Max. It's funny you say that the hardest you laugh is when you're not supposed to.
Oh,
In a way, because someone asked me this recently, and I've thought about it a lot. When they said, "Well, what's the hardest you ever laughed?" And genuinely, if I were to remember, the hardest I've ever laughed was my grandmother's funeral, and it was hilarious, dude. She got up and danced. No, but it was funny because well, it was funny for
Oh my God, Grandma!
what is it? What is this weekend? Yeah, what is this weekend at Bernie's? Ooh. Well, so two things happened. The first one was kind of like the spark that got me in the giggles, and the second was the thing that made me explode. But the first thing was, so we're at the funeral. Front row is my dad and his sisters, and I think one of my uncles. And the next like 3 or 4 rows are family. Me and the cousins are sitting in a row, probably second or third row, and got some other cousins and family behind us. Sitting there at the funeral, things are going on. They tell you stand up, we stand up, and then you go, all right, you can sit down. As I'm sitting down, I lean forward, I put my butt down, and I swing my head back as I sit down, and I feel this thump on the back of my head, like I hit a wall, like a boom, and immediately I'm like, oh, and hold on, I grab the back of my head, and as I hit that, I hear a boom, and I as I come back to a little bit, I turn around, there's a dude, maybe 95 years old. I don't know how old. And he was like bent over to sit down, and the back of my head hit the top of his head and caused him to fall backwards into the seat, which is the and one of my cousins is next to him and is looking to me like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like he's giving me this look of just like death. And immediately I'm like, oh, no, sorry.
The sound
sucks.
was
Exactly that. Yeah. And like people were looking at this whole thing. Like, is he all right? And I was like, my head hurts. So anyway, I'm already in a funny mood. But the thing that made me laugh the hardest was
Did the guy fall over?
well, he fell backwards into the pew. So he would have fallen over, but because he was already bent over, it basically just knocked him back.
He was like, it's okay. I'm so old.
Honest to God, he was just rubbing the top of his head like, and the woman next to him, who was one of his I could.
Sad rough.
Yeah, it was. I thought I heard a come out, but he was like actually rubbing his head, and then I think it was like his dog. I don't even remember who it was. I think it was like a girlfriend of a cousin is like helping him out. It must have been a neighbor of my grandparents that must have knew him. And they're like, oh, good. And he seems to be okay.
Like, sorry, I have a thick head. Dude.
Honestly, dude.
Chill out.
I was like,
keep up.
yeah, dude. I was like, grow up, pussy. I got a funeral to get to, and I turned around. So, anyway, so that happens, and the funeral goes on, and so my grandma passed away after my granddad, like a year. And these are my dad's parents. And basically they're the fastest people I know. Mm-hmm. Even in their 80s, they were the fastest people. But they were grouchy as hell. They were just like, you know, like old grouchy people.
I know you mean sharp, but I'm imagining them running at you.
Yeah,
I was actually picturing that as well.
Yeah.
I'm glad. I appreciate the
my papa's 40 time at 85.
No, that's what I was picturing. I was like, damn, I'm gonna make those up.
Did you see my grandma outrun them? Yeah. No, but they were funny. They were quick-witted people, but they were very like grouchy in a way. So anyway, they have a segment in the funeral where this woman goes up and she's singing a song, and the song is very like airy and cloudy and beautiful, you know, and she's hitting some high notes. She goes up and she hits this high note. It's like, oh, like a crescendo, and then it comes down, and then she walks along the front row where my dad and his sisters and my uncle are, and then she runs her hand along it. My granddad and grandmom's name are Bob and Jan. She goes, and I can see Bob and Jan walking in the clouds, hand in hand in God's kingdom, loving each other one another. I turn to my left, and one of my other cousins is like hugging their knees, crying in laughter, just like shaking everything in their body. And the second I see it, I just and immediately my brother just punches the shit out of my leg, and then I like went like and then like kind of cupped it a little bit.
So merciful of your brother.
Yeah, I mean that's the right thing.
Yeah,
because my older brother's like, you fucking asshole, and then just punch it. Mind you, my older brother laughed at my granddad's funeral 6 months earlier for the same thing. But basically, it was a moment of like, that's the funniest shit I've ever seen. And I turned to my one cousin who's like, I'm gonna throw up. I'm laughing too hard. I'm like, you can't do that. Grandma died, dude. Come on, this isn't funny. Stop. Like this hurts.
Puking from laughter. That's beautiful.
I mean, that's where I was at almost. Yeah, but it's the point being is when your grandma dies and something funny happens, you're not supposed to laugh, but it makes it that much funnier. So the more you know.
Yeah. We gotta do first impressions.
Oh, first impressions. All right, Max, you're gonna love first impressions.
Remind me.
Max, first impressions.
Yeah.
We are gonna give you an impression to try.
Okay.
And then once you feel like you got it, we're going to give you a scenario. The impression I want you to try.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Alfred from the Batman movies.
Okay.
Do you know this person?
Yeah.
Okay.
Even if you don't, you have to guess.
Yeah, I got it.
All right, whenever you're ready to just let one fly.
Okay, but give me the scenario.
Okay, you got it, Nick.
Okay.
Okay, I got this. Okay, so Alfred's card was declined at McDonald's, even though he's pretty sure he has money on there. Unfortunately, he doesn't know he's actually insufficient funds. However, the person at the cash register is just saying your card was declined. He's fully confident there's money on there.
Okay, ready?
So anyway, all right, so I'll go, okay. Sir, your card was declined. We can't get you this McDouble meal today. I'm sorry.
Do you know who I am?
No.
I am Batman's. I'm Batman's butler. Of course I have money.
Are you gay too? That's a McDonald's worker.
I can't even think about being gay right now.
Sir, you need to give me.
I'm just trying to get a burger. I clearly have funds.
Sir.
Batman is my daddy.
Sir, I don't know what adopted child that dresses up as a grown man you are friends with, but your money was declined. I need $5.37 for this McDouble meal.
Do you understand who I know?
all right, we did it. Let's go. Come on, way to go, Max. Max,
You got the burger.
I think that was the best first impression we've ever had. Hell
That was
yeah.
actually
I was
pretty
in. I could have kept going.
Yeah.
I wanted to be that guy forever.
I love that he also just like, I work for Batman. Fuck you.
I was lost.
Not Bruce Wayne.
I couldn't remember what Batman's name was, to be honest.
It was awesome, dude.
I would do that, dude. Yeah, if you're fucking Alfred, why
I
not
work
flex
for
it?
Batman.
I work for the Batman.
Imagine you're like trying to go into a club and he's like, no. There aren't enough hot women with you. He's like, do you know who I work for?
He has an honorary like little bat boomerang thing that Batman gave him. Have you seen this?
Have you seen this?
Yeah. All right. Well, hell yeah. All right.
You guys do impressions too? Or do I get
Honestly,
to?
if you feel
try.
like it, let it rip. We're very bad at planning it, so we just wing one. So if you feel like it, throw one at us. We're here for it.
I would love to see you be Michael Jordan trying to convince a Michael Jordan like steakhouse that he deserves to not pay for anything. and they're telling him he still has to pay, even though it's his restaurant. Is that too complex of a scenario?
No.
What does Michael Jordan sound like? That's, I think, the hardest part of it all.
It's funny because I have it in my head. I'm trying to think of how to put it in words. Because I watched the whatchamacallit a lot, his documentary. I don't think you understand. I'm Michael Jordan. No, see, now it's just going to be a black accent. But it's pretty much just like...
Every time
Wow, sir, it was such an honor. Thank you so much. My name was Jared. I'm so glad to be your server today. Anyways, here's the check. Just let me know if you need anything else.
I've noticed that you gave me the check for the payment of the meal here for about $150, but I don't think you understand that I'm Michael Jordan. Have you seen Space Jam?
Oh, sir, no. Hold on. No, yeah.
Did Horace Grant put you up to this?
No, I have seen Space Jam. Yeah.
I'm not Scottie Pippen here, so if you could just give me the discount of the restaurant that I have my name on here, that would be great.
Our margins are barely 20%, sir.
You can kiss my black ass. I get a free meal. Yeah, there we go.
I was gonna come in as a manager. I was excited. I was starting to feel it.
I was gonna say we actually had a good thing going there. Damn, yeah.
Sorry.
Hell yeah.
Full scene, dude.
Anyway, yeah, that was it. That was
fun.
it.
I like that kind of game. There's like a pod I watch where they do like they give like if they have an actor guest on, they'll give them 3 lines and a scenario. It's so fun.
Oh, that's a fun one.
Really, really
Hell yeah.
fun idea.
All right, well we're doing it better, but
Yeah, you sure
yeah.
are.
hell yeah. Anyway, well, should we do our last segment before we give hugs and kisses to everybody?
Yeah, shout-outs?
Let's do shout-outs. All right.
Shout-outs.
Bam! All right, Nick, you lead the way.
Yeah, so we're just going to shout out just things we thought out throughout the week that either we appreciated or enjoyed. It's just your chance to just get a little gratefulness off your chest.
You can go first. I'll go second, and then we'll get Max third. So
Good. Yeah, give me a sec.
whenever you're ready.
Shout out Dramamine Kids version. I like that you're chewable, and if I take 4 of them, it's the equivalent of taking 2. So
Honestly, truthfully, I shout out that fucking shout out. What is it? Advil for kids. It tastes better, and that's what matters to me.
Oh yeah. Is it my turn?
That's your turn, baby.
Hell yeah. Shout out. Dude, I've been struggling with my masculinity. I finally figured it out. I am a man. I figured out what you do. You got to keep... This is literally, I just started keeping this in my pocket at all times.
Hey.
It's 3 condoms. And,
Let's go.
And you have to have at least 2 20s.
There
And
you
that's
go.
how you become a man.
Yeah,
dude.
let's go, dude.
If
Shout
you
out.
walk into any scenario, you slap that down on the counter, and no one can say nothing to your face.
Shout out, dude. Shout out the lifestyle. I respect the fuck out of it. Let's go,
shout out
dude.
convenience stores that accept condoms.
Shout
Not
out.
just sell them, they accept them.
I've been whenever
Exactly.
I get a drink now, instead of tipping, I've just been leaving a condom.
Now, hold on one second. Actually, time out. I'm taking that idea. But real quick, though.
That's brilliant.
Shout out Pistol Pete Maravich. White dudes weren't supposed to do that at any point in history, but the fact that you did it during your time was fantastic. All right, Max.
I got that was it, dude. I was just so excited to have condoms in my pocket.
Second shout out for condoms in the pocket. Let's go. All right, Nick,
Hell
you
yeah.
got one?
Oh, we're doing more. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
and
all
then
right.
you just get your shout outs off your chest, dude.
you're right. All right.
I'm in now.
All right, Nick, you got one. What's your shout out?
Shout out Amazon, because even though I feel guilty using your services, you do drop stuff off within 2 hours. That's insane. I'm sorry for all the people that die to make that happen, but
Yeah, but convenience.
exactly.
Thank you, Daddy Jeff. Shout out short sleeve button ups. I've been gaining a lot of weight recently, and that's the only thing maintaining my self confidence. So thank you.
Absolutely. You unbutton just enough that people can't quite see your belly.
Yes. All right, what you got, Max?
Shout out. We already talked about this, but crazy coworkers.
Shout out crazy coworkers.
It's the best. I love going into work and getting the gossip and getting a story where you go, man, I can't wait to tell my wife about this.
All right. All right.
Shout out Crazy Socks at Target. That way, I don't have to get a real personality at work. I can just wear that, and then just people go, "Oh my God, is there hot dogs on your socks?" And then I go, "Yeah, man, I'm kind of a wild guy."
Hey, he has fun. Nice. All right. Well, shout out picnic blankets. You're unnecessarily thick, but for a good reason. You're not good to put on top of you, but you're great to put underneath.
Shout out restaurant work, man. I love doing it. I can't imagine doing anything else. I love being able to go out with your coworkers and have them be like, "Show me your dick," and it not be weird.
Let's
you know
go.
What I mean?
I need that.
It'd be like bonding.
Yes.
And there's no HR to even tell about it.
No.
So shout out that.
Shout it out.
I also love the disappointment in their eyes. And they go, oh, I see why you do this.
Oh, I love to see you taking someone from the mountaintops to the valleys.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. You got any more, Nick?
Shout out deodorant. I think you're underappreciated. You know, just sometimes I realize like I don't even know how bad my life could be riding the bus if you weren't there. So
True.
thank you for all you do.
Hell yeah. Shout out aluminum. You make deodorant better.
Yeah, shout out Zins, dude. I'm super excited to get into them. I bought this pack a couple months ago, but I keep looking at it. One of these days, I'm gonna get in there and it's gonna change my life.
Shout out heavy metals. You make Zins better.
Let's go. Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Shout out rich people putting broken things on the sidewalk that aren't broken. That's how I got this chair and a few other things currently in the studio. Freebies.
Yeah.
Rittenhouse Square.
Shout out Philly, dude. I love how mad everyone is all the time.
Yes.
There was recently, I work in a bar, and there's people from Boston and Philly, and they almost just got in a fight. And it was the best.
It's the best.
It's the best, dude.
God bless this city.
God bless this beautiful city.
God bless them.
And God bless us, everyone. What if that's how we ended every podcast and Max didn't know that?
Wait, is this a religious pod?
Actually, yeah, I was going to say.
It's a tiny
can't
Tim
be.
pod, actually.
What we need to do going forward is we say, God bless us. And then we just stand up without saying a word and then just hug each other and then force the other guest in. Just like, come on, Max.
Yeah, there we go.
This is it.
All right,
This is the end of our new our new ending of the pod.
So sweaty.
To our audio listeners, 3 sweaty men are hugging.
I'm having the best.
3 guys with gals in our lives. They make us better. All
I
right.
actually do. Yeah, honestly, none of us shouted out our wives, which is probably going to mean we don't have any anymore.
Well,
Shout out our wives.
shout out our wives. We love you, babes. Anyway, shout out Maxi one more time. What you got going on?
I got nothing. No, I got a podcast that I put out every week. It comes out on Mondays at 9 a.m. It's called Maxi Babies Big Life. You can find it on YouTube. You can find the Instagram at Instagram Maxi Babies Big Life. Yeah, you can catch me at the mics, dude. The mediumest open mic comic in the city.
Heck yeah.
Fuck yeah, baby girl. Well, we're here. We're queer. Get used to it. We'll be back next week. We love you guys.